Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers are in for Thursday, June 19, 2025. Fans can expect Daisy Gilmore Corinthos, Levi Clark Coughlin, to be in danger. Meanwhile, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Benard, threatens Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota. Plus, Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, has another proposition for Kai Taylor, Jen's Austin Astrup, to consider. A preview clip for tomorrow's episode shows a chilling and disturbing scene. In the final clip, a mysterious figure lurks over baby Daisy in her crib. Fans might recall that Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson, noticed she was given the wrong baby from the nursery. The woman completely panicked, but the baby was put back into her arms soon enough. Maybe that wasn't a mistake. Perhaps Willow Tate Corinthos, Kathleen McMullen, or someone else attempted to take the baby before but failed. There could be a second attempt, and I worry about Sasha going through any more baby-related trauma. Over with Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, he just had a discussion with Sasha about Daisy. Sasha still wants to raise the baby on her own with no interference from Michael. While he accepted her terms, he wants it in writing that he's to have Daisy if something ever happens to Sasha. The two agreed, but I wonder how realistic this kind of arrangement will be. In any case, Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, has a heart-to-heart with Michael. The right-hand man asks if Michael is sure about this decision. General Hospital spoilers for the June 19 episode reveal that Trina Robinson, Tabian Ali, will open up to Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy. Trina just confided in Portia Robinson's Brooke Care about Kay's complication. Tomorrow, Trina talks to Jocelyn about this issue in her relationship. The blonde tells her bestie that someone has to stop them. That is when Trina promises that someone will and she can count on that. Clearly, the ladies are talking about Drew. Speaking of, the cutthroat congressman has yet another proposition for Kay. Over with Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper. She confides in Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, about her torn heart. Over with Isaiah Gannon, Sawandi Wilson. He has drinks with Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning. Plus, Sonny demands answers from Sidwell. Then, a preview clip shows the mob boss telling Sidwell that nobody threatens his family and gets to live. Plus, Marco Rios, Adrian Ancondo, will feel conflicted. Port Charles is on high alert as Thursday's episode of General Hospital packs in everything from mob threats to baby drama and a high-stakes undercover mission. With emotions flaring and alliances shifting like quicksand, the lives of beloved characters hang in the balance. If you thought this week had already pushed the limits, June 19 might just be the most intense day yet. Viewers should brace themselves for shocking confessions, risky moves, and moments that could redefine relationships forever. The spotlight zeroes in on baby Daisy, whose safety may now be in jeopardy. Sonny Corinthos makes a dark move, Sidwell manipulates a desperate player, and Drew Kane tries to pull Kai into the shadows. There's no backing down now. All eyes are on baby Daisy as her world teeters on the edge of disaster. What started as a happy milestone for Brooke Lynn and Chase quickly descends into panic. When a mysterious figure is caught lurking near the Quartermain estate, Brooke Lynn fears the worst. Could this be the person Tracy warned her about? The camera lingers on Brooke Lynn as she clutches Daisy close, her instincts in overdrive. Chase goes into full protector mode, issuing a call to Dante while secretly blaming himself for letting his guard down. In the background, Lois gets involved, reaching out to Sonny despite knowing it could complicate things. Lois wants to believe Port Charles is safe, but in her gut, she knows something is off. Meanwhile, Olivia senses that the family's latest happiness has made them a target, and she's not wrong. Daisy's endangerment might not be random. Rumors swirl that someone from Chase's past, or even Brooke Lynn's, could be behind this. All signs begin pointing toward a deeply buried secret Tracy once paid to keep quiet, now bubbling back to send a message to the Quartermains? Or is this part of a bigger plot aimed at Sunny? The baby may be the pawn, but the war could involve a far more dangerous game. Drew stumbles upon something suspicious while reviewing old ELQ security footage, which sets off a chain reaction involving Nina, Valentine, and even Ava, who may know more than she's letting on. Meanwhile, Sunny's patience has run out. With his enemies circling, he's tired of playing nice, especially when it comes to his children. Dex's sudden departure left a gaping hole in Sunny's operation, and now the Don is relying on more unpredictable players like Gio and the ever-untrustworthy Brick. Sunny gets a tip about a planned ambush at one of his docks and decides to send a clear message. He's still the king of Port Charles. Nina warns him not to escalate things, especially now that Willow is barely keeping things together. But Sunny isn't in the mood for lectures. Carly urges caution too, pointing out that Drew and Michael are both navigating murky waters of their own, and the family can't afford another scandal. But Sunny doesn't care. When he meets with his contact in the shadows of Pozzuolo's, the camera captures a hardened version of the man we once knew, a man who's preparing for war. His threat is simple but chilling. Anyone who puts his family in harm's way will be dealt with permanently. Gio overhears this and begins questioning his place in Sunny's world. Is he really ready for what it means to be Sunny's enforcer? Elsewhere, Sidwell steps further into the limelight with his own set of machinations. The financier-turned-crime facilitator has been quietly positioning himself as the next power player in Port Charles, and now he's making moves. Sidwell meets with Alexis under the guise of offering her a new column sponsorship, but it becomes clear he's dangling legal favors in exchange for influence. Christina sees right through it and storms into the office, calling Sidwell out. Alexis tries to calm things down, but ends up more rattled than she lets on. She later confides in Finn, wondering if she's lost her edge. Finn advises her to stay sharp. Sidwell may be friendly today, but that smile hides razor blades. Sidwell's next stop is Drew. Knowing the ex-Navy SEAL is vulnerable and increasingly suspicious of Sunny's tactics, Sidwell floats a business proposal with dangerous undertones. What if they created a security alliance independent of Sunny's reach? What if Drew could prove himself once and for all? Sidwell dangles a carrot, resources, muscle, and access to sensitive info. But he's also dangling a trap. Drew is tempted, especially when he realizes Kai may be the key to this operation. Speaking of Kai, Drew tracks him down at the gym and strikes up a seemingly innocent conversation. But underneath the surface, Drew is testing the waters. Kai senses it too. Though he's trying to turn over a new leaf, old habits die hard. He asks Drew point blank, "Is this about Sunny?" Drew says it's about protecting people they both care about. Kai walks away, but not before leaving a door cracked open. That might be all Drew needs. Later, Kai calls Joss and warns her that something big is going down, and she might not want to be anywhere near the docks tomorrow night. Meanwhile, Sasha begins to unravel again. The pressure of Daisy's situation, combined with unresolved trauma, sends her spiraling. Maxie checks on her, only to find Sasha muttering about seeing Harmony again. Worried, Maxie calls Chase, but Sasha disappears before he arrives. We later see Sasha at the hospital chapel, praying for Daisy's safety, but also hinting at a deeper breakdown. Is she heading for another crisis, or is this the beginning of something more spiritual? Kevin gets involved, sensing Sasha's perception of reality is shifting, and not in a good way. Could her visions be symptoms, or is someone gaslighting her? Elsewhere in Port Charles, Joss confronts Trina about Gio. She accuses her best friend of hiding things again, and Trina finally admits that she's torn. Gio wants to be loyal to Sunny, but Trina fears that will destroy the man he's becoming. Joss is skeptical. She tells Trina not to fall for a mobster's charm. It's a trap she barely escaped herself. Trina, frustrated, says Gio isn't Dex, And maybe he doesn't want to be. They part on tense terms, both clearly
Also
worried
brewing
about
is what's
trouble
coming
for
next.
Curtis and Jordan. Jordan uncovers a lead that suggests the ambush Sonny is preparing for may actually be a misdirection. There could be a second hit planned, one meant for the Metro Court. Curtis warns Marshall to increase security and reaches out to Portia. Despite their fractured relationship, she agrees to help, if only for Trina's sake. But this renewed proximity stirs old feelings neither wants to admit. Is a reunion on the horizon, or is this the calm before another emotional storm? On the professional front, Molly and TJ face a legal and ethical bombshell. A whistleblower surfaces claiming that Pine Valley's newest medical research is based on stolen data. The research project TJ's been promoting might be tainted, and if true, it could cost them both dearly. Molly wants to investigate quietly, but TJ says they should go public. This disagreement leads to their biggest fight yet, and Christina picks sides. She sides with TJ, pushing Molly further into isolation. Could this fracture their already fragile dynamic permanently? And finally, Jason watches it all from a distance. Unseen by many, he lurks in the shadows, observing the chaos unfold. He knows too much to walk away, but not enough to act. Yet, when he bumps into Carly outside the hospital, there's a beat of silence. She asks if he's back for good. He doesn't answer. Instead, he looks toward the Quartermain wing, where Brooklyn is pacing with Daisy. There's something in his eyes, determination, maybe guilt, maybe a plan. Carly knows that look. Jason isn't just back. He's gearing up for something big. As the episode closes, the camera pans across Port Charles. Sonny at Pozzuolo's loading a pistol, Sasha whispering Harmony's name, Drew watching Kai from afar, Brooklyn hugging Daisy tightly, and Sidwell placing a cryptic call to someone only known as Mr. B. Whatever is coming isn't just going to shake up lives. It's going to burn through the very foundation of the town. June 19 marks a turning point. From Daisy's safety to Sonny's empire, from Sidwell's deal-making to Drew's temptation, every secret, betrayal, and move is bringing Port Charles to the brink. And when the dust settles, nothing will ever be the same. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.